Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. We've got a reading for you today about somebody who feels that you are like a magnet for them. I keep being drawn back to you, and I can't quite explain why. And then we've also got I should have, I could have, and I would have. And now I'm sad because I realize the title isn't quite right to the card. So obviously regrets, right? This is somebody who is looking back on a situation with you and realizing that they said something they shouldn't have, or they did something or did not do something. They know they should have handled it differently. And they may be feeling kind of stuck. So we could see like the Eight of Swords come out at some point. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchenta. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Poe Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse, by the way. What else do we have? Knight of Pause, which would be the Knight of Pentacles. Don't you love the mask? Remind you of anyone? And then we've got the Eight of Candles, which is the Eight of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Pause says, "This bug is to make my fortune," he continued with a triumphant smile, "to reinstate me in my family possessions. Is it any wonder, then, that I prize it?" So this is a sense of accomplishment and entitlement, or this is mine. And the Eight of Candles says 1, 2, 3, and away. So we have somebody that is thinking about what is really important and what they're willing to probably make big moves for. But they also realize that there's been some sense of loss here, right? We have the World and the Ace of Candles or the Ace of Wands. Hello, Tracy. How are you doing? The World says, "Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? And deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, and dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before." Interesting that both of these have the word dream in it. We have someone who feels like they've woken up from a nightmare. They're wondering if this is actually real. They feel like they really stepped in it. Yeah, definitely a sense of regret. But the thing is, the Ace of Candles or the Ace of Wands is an opportunity. So they're trying to figure out, is this really done, right? Is it just kind of part of my imagination or a memory now? Hello, Archetype. Hello, Carrie. How you doing? We have the Star and the Eight of Wells. The Eight of Wells would be the Eight of Cups. The Star says, "When the light was extinguished, she covered me warm, and she prayed to the angels to keep me from harm, to the Queen of the angels to shield me from harm. And quoth the raven, nevermore." This person who has regrets has done something they regret to a person that has wanted to protect them or keep them safe, right? That's who this Star is. But the Eight of Cups is walking away. So this person who has wanted to be kind or protective towards the person with regrets is walking away. This is the Tattoo Tarot. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing? That's true. 5 of Wands. King of Swords. This is an angry person because they have lost something. They made a decision and they lost something. So this 5 of Wands is, I think, a touch of I'm mad at myself, right? Because we had the I should have, I would have, I could have. And then we also have a sense of I'm not going to give up just yet. Because I know things are not really where I want them to be. I know I've created some chaos, or I know that maybe I like delayed things just a little bit too much. But I still feel like there's a chance. That 2 of Swords means there's still some doubt here that it's over. The Moon and the Devil in the reverse. I don't normally take the Moon to be a measure of time, but that's how I see it, especially this particular moon, because it's calling out, I believe, the lunar cycles, right, on the side. So it feels to me like within the next month, this person feels like that flicker of a chance is going to be perhaps fully extinguished. Didn't we have that word at some point? Yeah, when the light was extinguished. So that's the thing is we have someone who feels like they have not very much time. Probably, was it 28 days? To figure out how to resolve an argument through Pentacles in the reverse, something that ended a connection. And with the Page of Wands, I do feel like they know this is pretty much entirely about communication. So they probably did something they wish they had done differently with regards to how much they communicated, how they communicated, what they said, what they didn't say, right? Hello, Rob. How are you? But the King of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands also because this is a card that talks about whether or not you have a pretty strong assessment. Like, can you read the room? Do you know what's really going on? Are you self-aware? This person has had to be a little bit more honest with themselves than they have in the past about the situation at hand. And where they may have previously felt that this was a kind of connection that could not die, or this person will always want me, or I don't have to move quite as quickly as they ask me to because they like me that much, they love me that much, whatever it is. Now they're realizing the World and the Chariot. This person may actually end things and go their own way. They might just forget me. So they're being, I guess, a little bit more honest with themselves that they have to actually like participate or be a little bit vulnerable, or they will actually lose this person. But if I come back around, are you going to be a total B? That's what they're worried about. I do not like this Queen of Swords card, even when she's in the upright. I have to be honest. Like, I love the tattoo tarot, don't get me wrong. But like the look on her face, just it's not very warm. It's kind of iffy. So I just kind of feel like there's this concern. If I actually do try to make things right, will I regret it? Are you going to just kind of like make me feel awful about what I did? This is the Morgan Greer. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh. This King of Swords did what they did or said what they said because of insecurity. There could be some financial issues, or there could be a whole history of people betraying this King of Swords. But I do feel like this is somebody who does not trust anybody easily and probably doesn't necessarily feel like they deserve a happy connection. This person has exhibited some selfish behavior, and you've seen it. This is why there's a risk of, losing that person that has been looking out for you. Judgment. You guys look. They spelled it right. Judgment, King of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. I think they're basically getting to the conclusion that I know there's a risk this person that I've offended is going to be a Queen of Swords in the reverse and not be very happy to see me or not be very nice to me. They may laugh in my face. But if I do not go back, if I do not make some sort of effort, I will regret it. It's like, I know I'll be asking, what if, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. You took too long. And I do feel like a lot of the problems in this connection originate in whether or not this King of Swords believes they're worthy of love or loves themselves. Because I do think they like to pursue, I do think they like companionship, but I think they often let relationships be eroded by some sort of insecurity or kind of like an obsession with how is this going to go wrong. If you expect everything to always end badly, you leave no room for things to go well. Six of Wands in the reverse, World in the reverse. I know I messed up. I know I shouldn't have done that. I know I look like a total jerk, but it's not over. World in the reverse. I don't believe that it's over. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Justice. But this partner of theirs, or the person that they want to return to, that they feel it's not over with, they look at it as, no. This was the rightful conclusion because you didn't do what you should have done. You didn't do right by this connection. So you don't get to have it. It's like if you've had a friendship where you're always the one that's trying to set things up, or you remember their birthday but they don't remember your birthday, that kind of thing. It's like, I didn't know I was the only one trying. You probably should have told me that. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Drew. How are you doing? Happy Friday. What else do we have? Ten of Swords, the Star, and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Well, the good news is this King of Swords is maybe begrudgingly, but they are going through some healing. It's kind of like coming through as it's unavoidable. Like, if I could, I'd rather just sleep. If I could, I would just rather be like focused on my work. But I know the only thing I have got to do in the next 28 days is heal. If I don't fix what has caused me to do this, then I'm not going to be able to make things work with this person. So I do feel like there's a change in perspective here because of the reality of your connection being, kind of problematic right now. 8 of Wands and the King of Swords. I feel like this is a very fast realization of the truth. Because maybe the star hasn't walked away like that before. Maybe you were in an argument and they were fine with like walking out the door. Maybe you were talking on the phone and they hung up on you. Not usually a fan of that, but maybe there are certain instances where that makes sense, right? This is someone who's like, I didn't expect you to react like that, or I didn't expect you to make that choice. But it left them kind of speechless. And I don't feel like this person struggles to find things to say. It's that they don't always say what they mean to say. Knight of Wands and the Fool in the reverse. This is a misstep. So as I look at the Knight of Wands, I'm thinking about people who try to get onto a horse that just like fly over onto the other side. It's like they were trying to be sarcastic and they completely destroyed you with an insult. Or they were trying to be, kind of cutesy and they, really messed up something that's important to you. They did something that they know is not easy to come back from. Page of Swords and the Four of Cups in the reverse. This person could be reading self-help books. This person could be watching, YouTube videos on how to like have a glow up after a breakup, or, what kinds of things help you go through like an ego death. They're reading up on something. They're looking up on what they need to be doing in order to heal. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I feel like maybe there are people that would call this King of Swords a procrastinator or someone who doesn't necessarily time their work appropriately. Maybe they leave. It's like you leave like a 20-page paper to like the day before it's due. Like this is just it's not a good idea. But the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse are flanking the Two of Pentacles. So it's kind of like I'm motivated to get things right or to fix this, because the consequences of my doing anything but that are that I lose this Queen of Cups. I lose the star, the person who's been, kind to me. Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Lovers. But the thing is, this is somebody, it's like from the perspective of the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's like you came into my house, you saw a pretty vase in like the hallway, and you picked it up, admired it, threw it on the ground just so that you could be proud of yourself for like buying me a new one or gluing it back together. Like you didn't have to throw it on the ground. I threw it on the ground. Sorry. Hello, Brad. How are you doing? So it's kind of like you chose to weaken this. You chose to make this more challenging for yourself. And they're kind of struggling with that. That's why we had the Fool in the reverse, right? Like, oh, maybe I could have handled that a little bit better. Actually, we're going to get some from the Earth and Bone Oracle. Hello, first time. How are you doing? Hey, archetype, you know they wouldn't think that. We've got number 12, the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. Movement, quick decisions, progress, and excitement. Got 28 days. What can you do? That's weird. I'm not usually so fixated on like a timeline like that because this is a general reading. Keep that in mind, right? But this is somebody who feels like they're under pressure. Go listen to that song. It's good. So we've got number 23, Fate, cycles, alignment, cycles. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Alignment, decisive moments, and opportunistic events. Yeah, you've got a sliver of a chance left, but for a limited time. It's like those stupid, like, oh my God, wait. It's literally this weekend, isn't it? Isn't this President's Day weekend? I'm pretty sure. Or, wait, no. Martin Luther King? Martin Luther King. It's when they have those sales where it's literally just like the Monday is the holiday. And so you have to like make like a big life decision, like whether or not to buy a car. Just in like 6 hours. It's okay. Yeah, no, you'll make a good decision. This person feels like they don't have very much time. There's a window. And then that opportunity is no longer a thing. Like if the sale is no longer an option, then I can't afford the car, but I can if it's within that deal, right? Hello, Mona. How are you doing? That's okay, key controller. You don't have to. We've got spectrals, number 35, discernment, critical thinking, investigation, and insight. That's that Page of Swords card. So our King of Swords is the Rider. They're deciding that if they want to change fate or if they want to like get the best possible outcome, they have to move very quickly and they have to do something with regards to this challenge. They have to understand what they're up against and then they have to do stuff. Make a list and then cross off all the things, right? Owl, number 36. Wisdom, advancement, independent thinking, and enlightenment. So they do have a different perspective, right? I'm not going to look at things the way I did before because that was a little unfair. I was being selfish or immature. And now that you told me you're willing to, maybe change your tune because you don't like how I talked to you or you don't like how things went when I last saw you, now it's making me really think about how it went and what happened. Harpy, a creature of many guises, in storms I soar, amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score. So we have someone that wears many masks. They like to be seen in a very particular way by different people. This King of Swords is not the same to everyone that they encounter. I do feel like this is a defense mechanism of theirs and that you already know they have multiple sides. You've seen like more of like a softer side, the more like emotional, vulnerable, here's what really happened kind of thing. And then you've also seen the like, nobody's getting in. Oh, we had this in the last reading. Lantern, guidance, illumination, and hope. It is maybe a little bit dark out there. I don't know what to expect, but I've got this lantern and a map, you know, so I'll make it work. They know it's a little bit treacherous. They know they may not succeed, but they still have hope. We have the key. Sharp insight, opportunities, and hidden potential. So they may have luck on their side because they're deciding to do what they needed to do, right? This is the Gypsy Oracle. Hello, third eye. How are you doing? I mean, I get it. Halloween is fun, but you got to be authentic. So we have the Merchant. And the Foe and the Reverse. I think there's someone here who is getting their money right, buying or selling things, doing what they need to in order to be able to take a trip or in order to be able to do something to demonstrate that they're sorry or that they want to be your friend, they want to be in your life. Because they do feel lost without you. We have Sighs, which is Sighs. Some regret, right? Wish I hadn't done that. Room in the Reverse, Money. Some of them are getting ready to move or buy something for you. This person's very focused on their money. What can I do? What can I get done? What can I sell? How much money can I make? Should I work some overtime? Like, room in the reverse doesn't necessarily mean someone has to be leaving. It could also mean I'm not spending very much time at home because if I could be making some dollars, that's what I'm going to be doing. You know? Well, that's obvious. It's social media. Come on, third eye. What else do we have? Malady. Although it was in the reverse. The only cure or the only thing that will solve what is making me upset right now is if I do something to make this right. So they do feel like I have to at least like send you a note to apologize. I have to at least make it clear that like, I get it now, you were right. Or tell you, you know, I'm sorry things went the way they did, but I will always respect you, or I'll always hope to hear that things are going well for you. They feel bad about how things went, but I don't feel like they're very upset with you. It's like, I understand why you got mad. This is the Gilded Reverie. We have the Lily. They view you as innocent. Maybe not like completely innocent, but they feel like in this situation, you were just trying to be sweet. We have the Clover. It's in the reverse. It talks about luck. I kind of feel like they view it as you were being sweet or, you know, kind, and you had the misfortune of talking to them when they were in a bad mood and they snapped. Or something circumstantial made them feel like they didn't need to be appreciative or respectful of you. 5, which is the Tree. In this deck, it's the Tree of Life. Talks about ascension and mental strength. This is somebody who's realizing they need to choose a different path if they want things to change, or they're going to keep getting the same kind of consequences or results, which they haven't really been liking, right? All right. This is the situations deck. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? What else do we have? Intervention, rescue, others involved. Done. Lesson learned. Pretending. When I think about the situation with the King of Swords, whoever is this like Queen of Cups, they're like, I just feel like you were pretending, or you weren't really being yourself. You weren't comfortable to be, vulnerable or authentic. And I don't want to deal with that. There may have been some advice given to this person to finally decide to walk away from this King of Swords. Whoa. I don't think I've gotten those two cards back to back like that before. But this is suggesting that within those 28 days, we have a reunion between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Don't get too caught up on those genders. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. But this is I'm going to see you again. We're going to grab a few from the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? Yeah, it's kind of lame to pretend, don't you think, Deborah? First of all, how do they keep track of all the lies? If you're just telling the truth, it's a lot easier. So we have Door to Romance, number 33. And Door to Value. We have a connection between the abundance in both love and money. And that's why I feel like someone's getting their money right first, figuring things out, right? We had that merchant card. What can I sell? What can I buy? What can I do to make money? But that moon card seems to be like one of the louder cards on this table. Woman holding a heart. And sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. The sixth chakra is about self-gratification. So yes, I love you, or yes, there's a connection, but I'm also going to do what's right for me. I'm not going to sacrifice my happiness in order to be with someone. There has to be more than love, right? There has to be some willingness to work together, to grow, to learn, let go of ego, that kind of thing, right? Let's see. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. It's real small. We'll see what it says. Magician in the reverse. Chariot. Even though I felt like there was nothing that I could do, maybe they felt like things were already too much of a challenge for them at the very beginning. And now that things seem a little bit more challenging, it's motivating them. Like, okay, well, if not now, when? Queen of Cups in the reverse, because they know that this person has been angry or lost affection. Which person? The Star. And the Ten of Cups. They view this Star individual as the person, like maybe the only person they would be willing to have a home with or build a life with, somebody that makes them happy in a very pure way, because the love is not motivated by something like greed, you know, or it's just love. We have the Five of Pentacles, but this King of Swords feels like they've been left out in the cold. So they're trying to find a way to get a reunion with this person, Two of Cups, and show that they really do love this person, really do love the Star. What else? I kind of thought we might see the moon. So another confirmation, it could be about the lunar cycle. It could be about specifically 28 days from now. But this person feels like there's a timeline, and that's how much time they have to get their ish together. So we have the Eight of Cups before the Star will actually like fully walk away. So they're a little nervous, just a little nervous. This is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have? A woman is coming between you and your beloved. You worry over small matters. Carry through with your intentions and you will be happy. You have or will receive money real soon. And you will be happiest with peace and quiet. That Ten of Cups energy, right? This is the Romance Angel Oracle. What else do we have? True love. Yes, this is a deep connection. And it is love on both sides. Let your friends help you, and reconciliation. So for those that do the work, even though it is a short time span in which they have to, you know, accomplish all of this, if they do that work, then it's like that door kind of opens for them. They have like a second chance. But this is like, it reminds me, I used to watch Top Chef. Like if there were two people and one of them had to go home, but they couldn't really like decide specifically, and they had to do like one of those last second like face-off things. That's kind of what we've got here. So someone has to be able to be quick on their feet and remain committed to the goal, you know? All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.